Raise your hand if you know candidate matching, diversity initiatives, and resume scoring are kind of a big deal. Yeah, everyone. Okay, hands down. Guys, if you don't know Hiring Solved, you need to get with the cool kids. Hiring Solved is recruiting simplified. Their users get 1/3 of their week back by leveraging their AI and automation tech. Let Hiring Solved handle the administrative tasks of your job while you get back to, being a human being. Hiring Solved empowers you to search faster, qualify candidates more effectively, and build the diverse candidate pipelines that you'll get your executive teams doing cartwheels. Not convinced? Let me count the ways Hiring Solved is going to blow your mind. 1, automatically rate all your applicants. Set your must-haves and nice-haves, and their AI does the rest. 2, match candidates to jobs automatically across the entire candidate pool. Ditch multiple logins for a streamlined search and match experience. And 3, Hiring Solved's diversity analytics and diversity boost tech shows the real-time diversity of your talent pool on a per-job basis and enables boosting the relevance of diverse classes. Holy high-volume recruiting, Batman. Oh, yeah, and they're integrated with all major ATSs, CRMs, and HRIS tech. Guys, I want you to visit HiringSolved.com now and sign up for a demo. You're welcome. Cheesman out.
Hide your kids. Lock the doors. You're listening to HR's most dangerous podcast. Chad Sowash and Joel Cheesman are here to punch the recruiting industry right where it hurts. Complete with breaking news, brash opinion, and loads of snark. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for the Chad and Cheese podcast.
Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? We're back live. Unleash World, Paris, France. And we are talking today with Arno Schäfer, our favorite diehard villain, and CEO of VONQ.
I'm drinking beer in France. It
We're in the VONQ
doesn't
booth,
feel right.
Drinking lukewarm European beer.
Italian, though, right? Italian brewing.
We're getting Italian beer in a company run by Germans, founded by the Dutch. So we're all confused. Arno, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
He's being very
Thanks
polite and German in the corner there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not my turn to talk.
Yes.
No, it's Europe, so it's a lot of countries. So Italian beer,
all over the place. Yeah,
Germans.
I just finished some champagne, so that should go well with warm beer.
So give us a little bit about you, and then we'll get into the company and what you guys are doing right now.
Long walks on the Rhine.
Yeah, long walk on the Rhine. Exactly.
It's Oktoberfest. It's the Schäfer. How's all year?
I was actually picked up from the street to run VONQ. No. No, actually, my story, it's a good question. So basically, I am now running VONQ since 1.5 years, since February last year. I actually have a background in advertising technology and marketing technology, and had basically nothing to do with HR tech. So I was approached, and I thought, what VONQ is doing, that's really interesting, but you can develop that in a certain way. And basically use the knowledge from adtech and martech and to make it more like a really...
So you're doing more like Marketo, HubSpot, that kind of stuff.
Well, in a way, yes. So I think how you run a business in a certain way, it's getting, disruptive, and I think the HR technology, the HR space is pretty, I wouldn't call it old-fashioned, but there's a lot of things to catch up with.
Especially in Europe.
And especially in Europe.
Because programmatic isn't really even a thing here yet.
No, the thing is, I actually, when I was in talks with VONQ to run the company, I spoke with some folks in the industry, and they said, well, the biggest tool every recruiter uses is Excel, because basically they make the list and they do their job postings.
I thought you were going to say Joel.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And, I'm like an Excel spreadsheet.
Well, and I said, well, I can do that better, so, and then I said, look, let's, give it a try.
And I think historically some of the best companies that we've seen come from sales and marketing. They just spin it to an HR audience, which, let's be honest, trails everyone else in terms of innovation. So a lot of successful companies have come from the marketing space. So to me, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So talk about VONQ.
Yeah.
We talk about it a lot on the show, but it's usually in the context of an STD and condoms. So clear up the confusion of what VONQ is for our audience.
Clear up the confusion. That's very good.
Give me a shot of penicillin.
How did I catch the VONQ? How did I catch the VONQ? Yeah. So basically what VONQ is, we are a job distribution provider in the talent acquisition space. So basically, we distribute jobs from A to B. So we are there where a job is created, and we distribute that to job boards. That's basically what we do, and we do that in different types and different products. We do that high volume, automated, multi-posting for staffing agencies, and we do that also highly targeted for enterprises.
For how long? How long has VONQ been around? Because you're new to the U.S.
Yeah.
How long have you been around in Europe?
VONQ actually is a pretty old company. It was founded 16 years ago, 2006.
Oh, it's old enough to drive.
Yes, and basically...
and drink in Germany.
In Germany, yes.
No, actually, it was founded by 3 Dutch guys at that time. Yeah, and then, of course, the company went through some, developments, started, to kind of, digitalize the whole, let's say, recruitment process. Then they became, shortly in ATS, and then they said, well, maybe that's not a good idea. Let's, just stay neutral. And then we basically became the VONQ of today, and with with a clear positioning, with focus.
Are we talking sort of programmatic distribution, or just kind of dumb? We're going to put it on job boards and see what happens.
We can do both. We can do both. And one of the biggest milestones was probably 2019 or 2020, when actually VONQ, was before my time, bought a company in Groningen in Netherlands, which was a multi-poster, IGB, and that became basically the backbone of our technology today, and of our offering, what we call Happy, the hiring API, which is a white label solution which can be easily integrated into ATS.
See what he did there?
He did segue there, didn't he?
Happy.
Leading the witness and branding it appropriately. Marketing guy.
That's a great brand. So the market is amazingly different in the U.S. than it is in Europe, right? And it's funny because most Americans don't realize it until they go to Europe, and then they start doing business in Europe. And most Europeans don't understand it until they try to invade the U.S. So talk about the difference, if you would, of how you are working in Europe versus the U.S.
Yeah. So basically, VONQ is originally, as I said, a European company, and we didn't even dream of going to the US until beginning of next year.
Okay.
So the thing is actually
saw the pot of gold.
Exactly. So I think the issue is, I've seen a couple of companies. Again, it's the adtech analogy, moving from Europe to the States, and most everyone failed because it's such a different market.
Well, then why do it?
Yeah,
you see it happening.
That's
the pot of gold.
But then sometimes you have to learn from mistakes and basically do it maybe a little bit smarter than others.
It's like